Galatasaray, one of the best teams in the Turkish top division, who have recently made one of the most surprising signings of the transfer window, bringing in Victor Osimhen on a one-year loan from Napoli. Now, with this signing, it's easy to see that Galatasaray are not here to play, but here to win and put up a big challenge against current league rivals Fenerbahce. With the help of Osimhen and other signings made, can we turn Galatasaray into a top European team while also dominating the Turkish Super League? And let's see if we can manage to do it. I'm so excited for this rebuild because I know how good of a team Galatasaray does have, but it all starts from the main man up top, Victor Osimhen. I still can't believe that we've got him for the season. Victor Osimhen, massive signing, not only for the club but for the entire league. They've got one of the best strikers in the world in the prime of his career coming to play in Turkey. I'm sure that will make that will prove a massive reputation boost, and also he for sure will absolutely smash it. I really do hope he's given the opportunity to stay the entire season, not called back in January, but I honestly think he can break records in his one single season at Galatasaray. I'm very sure he can break records and score a lot of goals. So I'm really excited to see that, and I hope he can. But let's take a look at the rest of the team, because we do have a couple other high reputation players such as Hakim Ziyech, Lucas Torreira, of course, both of them former Premier League players. Mauro Icardi, for sure, one of the best players in the league as well, because I know how good he can be in the game, or not only in the game though, in real life as well. Mauro Icardi is a top striker. And then some other players such as Michy Batshuayi. I know Elias Jaller is a very good wonder kid in the game, so I'm excited to see how he can do. We've got a very strong team. There are maybe one or two places that I would like to improve on. Perhaps left back is one big position that we don't really have any great players in, so I would like to perhaps get another left back in. But other than that, I don't see a lot of room for improvement. So I'll be simming to the end of the transfer window to show you if we have brought in any players, what tactic we've created, and also what type of sales we've managed to get rid of. But I don't see a lot of business this transfer window, so I'll see you there. And we've made our one and only transfer for the entire transfer window. Jordi Alba has joined us from Inter Miami in America. I'm so excited to have him in because I know how great of a player he is, and it's good to see him back in Europe. He was for sure one of the top left backs in the world in his prime, and I'm excited to see how he can do here because he still looks very good. Although he's 35 years old, he's still got pace, he's still got the stamina and natural fitness to go on for another season or two, as well as that crossing and dribbling ability, which is so needed for the system that we're running. So I'm excited to have him in and see what he can do for us. But now let's take a look at the tactic, and I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, wow, this looks a bit strange. I promise this is an alright tactic. It should work. We've got Gabriel Sara as the shadow striker as kind of the main role for this entire formation. He's going to be running wide with the ball as his instructions say he should, and it will be creating a sort of 4-2-2-2, I think. It should be something like that. But I am very happy with this front four of Ziyech, Sara, Icardi and Osimhen. Ziyech, of course, as the inside forward, or inverted winger, sorry. Inside forward, oh lord. Icardi as the deep lying forward on support, and Osimhen as the advanced forward. Osimhen, we already know he's going to be the main goal scorer, and he's already showed that so far with 15 goal contributions in 9 matches. That says way more than enough. But honestly, it says everything you need to know. I'm sure he's going to smack it this season. But another main position in this formation is the wing back on attack, which in this case is Jordi Alba. He is very required to be running up and down the pitch, but he will be going forward and shooting in some crosses. And it's very much worked so far with him. 9 assists in 9 games and an 8.04 average rating. At the age of 35 in top European football, he's still smashing it. So I'm really excited to have this entire team. Honestly, everyone's looking very good. I'm happy with this, and I'm sure this season can actually go pretty well. So far in the league, we're second place, just behind Besiktas, having dropped points in one of our matches but winning 3 of them. Highest goal difference, and obviously Osimhen is highest on the goal scorer charts. I'm honestly gassed. I'm excited for this team, and I'll be simming to the end of the season. Hopefully we can manage to make it 3 in a row, as past winners say here. I'm sure we can, so hopefully we can. I'll see you at the end of the season to show you results. Hopefully we can have that Turkish Super League in our hands once again. So we are here at the end of this season, and oh my god, 45 goals from Victor Osimhen. What a season he's had. A 7.55 average rating, a 55 goal contribution season in just 44 starts. Look at those league stats: 32 starts, 32 goals and 6 assists. Oh my god. Honestly, Osimhen, take a bow. Take a bow. Thank you for your season at the club. You will never be forgotten. Club legend. Also, Jordi Alba on 23 assists. Another amazing. Oh, he's retiring. That's gonna be difficult to replace. But another amazing. Wow, what a player. 7.41 average rating, 23 assists in all competitions. That's wild. Honestly, we're going to miss him big time. He's going to be so difficult to replace. But let's take a look at competitions and see how we've done for this season, because I'm excited to see if we've managed to win the league. We've won the Turkish Super League for the first time in the season 1, and we've already won it. Unfortunate with the Europa League, because that's kind of sad, getting knocked out, going through Europa League and then getting knocked out in the first playoff round. But either way, I'm happy with the league, so, you know, it's okay. We'll move on. We've got Champions League next season. I'm very happy with it. Just about, actually, managed to win it. I think, we got very lucky that Fenerbahce lost, because if they won, they would have made it top. I believe, on the last day, we took over. That's crazy. But what a season it's been for certain players in our team. I'll take a look at the tactic once again, and I'm not sure how we're going to even think about running it this coming season. Of course, getting players back like Nicolas Zaniolo and also Wilfried Zaha. We're going to have to see how we do run it. Maybe we completely change up the tactic, go back to one striker with Icardi. We'll have to wait and see. But I'll be back with you at the end of the next transfer window to see who we've managed to bring in, because there is still a couple areas which we could fix on. Obviously, Muslera as well leaving us on a free because he is 38 years old. Didn't want to keep him. Jordi Alba leaving. Osimhen leaving. There's a couple places that we do need to fix on. So I'll be back with you right after the second transfer window, to see who we've managed to bring in to replace these players. Our first sale of the save, Davinson Sanchez, has left us to go to Atletico Madrid. He wasn't as good as I would have hoped for him to be. Former Premier League centre-back, so I wanted more from him. But £20 million is good money. A lot of profit from him as well, so I'm happy to get him gone. Also sold Khan Ayhan for £6 million to Al Khalij. Ismail Jacobs has left us to go back to the French league. He's gone to FC Lorient for £7 million. Derek Con has just come back from loan and has been shipped out instantly. Honestly, he's quite good, and I'm a bit sad that I never got the chance to use him, because I have already replaced Jordi Alba before realising he was in the team. But we sold him for £5 million to Al Riyadh. A massive sale in Mauro Icardi for £25 million to Al Nassr. He did want to leave when he saw the wages they were offering. Had to get him gone. And final sale being Victor Nelson for £6 million off to Al Tawoun. Yeah, what a name. Alright, now on to the signings. The first one that we made, if you've watched my videos before, you know how much I do like this player. Patrick Dorgu has joined us to replace Jordi Alba for 10.75 million. Not too bad of a signing to make, and he's already started well, 5 assists and 4 starts. I'm excited to see how he does. Next, we've gone for a bit of a strange one. Samu Omorodion has left FC Porto for 20 million. They weren't really using him. He was in their B team. They still managed to make £8 million profit off of us though, so you know what, it's okay. But I'm happy to have him in. He will kind of be my Osimhen replacement. You can see the height's there, the pace is there, finishing is there. He's got potential to become somewhat the next Osimhen. We've loaned in Kalmin Kelleher from Liverpool as a new goalkeeper for the season. Also has a £30 million buy option, but I don't think we will be making that permanent because of the fact that it is a bit expensive. I'm sure we can get another goalkeeper for cheaper, and you know, someone who's better. But it's a good time for a season. We brought in Nordi Mukiele from PSG for 8.25 million. He was on loan at Leverkusen last season. Did pretty well in the German top division. So I thought, yeah, sure, we'll get him in to play centre back for us. He's very versatile, can play right back, right wing back as well. I'm excited to have him in. Amadou Haidara is our next signing from RB Leipzig. Signed him for £9 million. He was a bit riddled with injury problems last season, meaning that he never actually had a lot of game time for RB Leipzig. So we managed to get him in on a cheap. I think he's going to be a pretty solid defensive midfielder to have in. Next up, we have our Icardi replacement in Lorenzo Colombo from, I believe, AC Milan. We signed him, £17 million, and it's proving worth it already. 7 goal contributions in 5 games. He's looking good. And finally, because of these very strange registration rules, we needed more Turkish players in the team, and I needed someone to provide depth in the centre back area. So we brought in former Galatasaray and former Liverpool centre back Ozan Kabak as our kind of backup centre back. He's gonna be good for depth, you know, coming off a season in the Bundesliga. So he's been playing at the top level for quite a long time. It's exciting to have him back. Okay, and now let's take a look at the tactic. It's actually the same tactic, but the other way around, I believe. A pressing forward instead of a deep line forward on the button right next to the striker. So we'll sort by the best 11 with the AI, and you can see it's a bit like this. I wanted to have the inside forward on the left because we also do have Wilfried Zaha and Zaniolo both challenging for that position, and I know that both of them are very good and at that inside forward role. So it's exciting to have them there. Gabriel Sara will be doing the same thing. Definitely one of the underrated players last season on a 7.17, and already smashing it this season on a 7.92. So I'm excited to have him on the shadow striker role. I hope he can hold up again, do the same thing as he did last season. It's going to be a bit of a challenge for Jella because I'm not sure if he does have the ability to be filling that role that Jordi Alba was doing so well last season, and so far he's proven that he doesn't really. So I don't know if that's gonna work out too well, but I'm gonna trust in him for now. If not, then we always have Mukiele that can try fill that role. Otherwise, this team's looking very strong, and I'm excited for the season ahead. But let's take a look at the Turkish Super League, and we've only got 6 points, but we've played 1 less match than everyone else. If we do win our next match, then there's a chance for us to go top. So far, not too bad. So far, so good. I'm excited to see how we can do this season, and I'll be simulating to the end of it to show you how we've managed to do. Hopefully we can retain that Turkish Super League once again. Okay, here, end of season 2. Stats don't look as good, but that's natural. That's expected. You can't expect these men to be doing much better. 27 goals for Colombo as our top goal scorer. Not much for Omarodion, to be honest. I was expecting him up there. Patrick Dorgu on 17 assists as our highest assist. He looks like he's been a good replacement for Jordi Alba for sure. So I'm happy that I went out and bought him. But let's take a look at competitions because I'm not excited too much. We've won the league again. We've managed to do it twice in a row, and a double actually with the Turkish Super Cup. I am counting that as another trophy. Semi-finals of the Turkish Cup, UEFA Champions League knockout playoff round, we got eliminated in, but otherwise a pretty good season. Turkish Super League once again only by 1 point. It's all been very close. I believe last season was tied points and on goal difference, and this season just 1 point above. So it's all been very tight. As you can see, top goal scorers, none of my players are in the top 3. So that's a bit shocking. Otherwise though, the team's looking pretty good. I think there is a couple places to improve on though, because I can't say I'm too happy with only winning by 1 point. Let's take a look at league phase. We managed to get 20th and then played off against RB Leipzig, and obviously fair enough, we lost 6-4 on aggregate. They ended up getting knocked out next round as well, so they did very well, didn't they? Turkish Cup semi-finals by Besiktas, 5-1 loss. That's horrible. But otherwise, it's been a pretty good season. Let's take a look at the best 11 once again. Places to improve on. I mean, well, obviously we are losing our striker, our goalkeeper now. Sorry, why did I say striker? We're losing our goalkeeper now. He's going back to Liverpool on loan. We do still have the option to buy, but again, there's no chance we make it permanent. I think we could use another centre back, but at the end of the day, it really depends on who leaves us, because there is a bit of interest in our players, especially our top players, such as Omarodion, wanted by Bayern Munich. So it will really all depend on who we manage to sell. But I'll be back at the end of the transfer window for the 3rd season to show you who we've replaced our players that we've sold, and also who we've managed to bring in to improve this team, to hopefully bring it back 3 times in a row, or a 5-time total. That would be massive. So I'll see you there. We've made our first sale of Abdul Karim Bardaki. I think I smashed that pronunciation. Sold him to Al Raid for £10 million in Saudi Arabia. I'm happy to get him going. He didn't really perform well last season. Also sold Halil Dervisoglu for 1.1 million. Nordi Mukiele leaving us for £20 million to go to Al Hilal. That is a very big sale to make. And Wilfried Zaha for 7.5 million pounds to Al Khalij. We never really used him too much last season, and when we did, he didn't look too great. So I'm happy to get him gone as well. Replacements though. First signing, we've brought in Kamil Grabara. Top goalkeeper. He did well in the German top division last season, so I'm happy to have him in for quite a cheap price, 8.75 million. Welcome to Galatasaray. Omar Sole from AS Monaco, another great signing to make. 30 million pounds though, quite expensive, but he did do very well in the French top division with Monaco last season. I'm really hoping that he can be that new starting centre back for us. We've also replaced one Turkish centre back with another one. We've brought in Cenk Özkasar from Valencia. We bought him for £25 million. He played what, 17 games total last season for Valencia, 6.92 average rating, so not awful. We managed to bring him back to the Turkish league for a decent price, so I'm happy to have him back. And the final signing, Ivan Fresneda, a very good signing to make for £20 million. I'm sure we're going to profit off it big time. I'm excited to have him in also, and hopefully he can contribute to the team big time. But for the tactic, we are going the exact same. I'm excited to see now how it will work with Fresneda going forward, but also Gabriel Sara last season had quite an amazing season. So I'm happy that now everything's starting to flow within that top 4 and players are starting to know what they need to do. I think maybe there's still a little bit to improve on. The left wing isn't as strong as I'd like it to be, but otherwise everyone's looking good, especially Colombo so far this season with 9 goal contributions in 4 games. Tell me that doesn't sound crazy. 9 in 4. That's a bit mad to me, and he is wanted to go back to the Italian league, but we're not letting him go for nothing. That so far is quite good. Let's take a look at the league, and we are top so far, 3 games in and 9 points, so I'm happy with it. I'm gonna be simming to the end of the league. Hopefully we can carry this on throughout and manage to bring it home 5 times in a row. That would be massive for the league, and we're taking away all competition. I'll see you there. End of the 3rd season, and it's just gorgeous. Look at those stats, especially this one. Ivan Fresneda on a 7.46, 21 assists. Beautiful. Finally we've got that right back that can actually go forward. I don't think Jella was able to do that, so I'm very happy to have him to have him performing. You know what I mean? Samuel Omarodion, 31 goals as well. He's starting to figure out what his role is. Before he was kind of in between the assists and the goals. Now it's all goals. That's what I wanted from him. I wanted Colombo to be getting the assists and Omarodion to be scoring the goals. I think we've actually made it 5 in a row here. I'm excited because I think we've actually won the league. We haven't won the league. We finished 2nd behind Besiktas. We could have made it 5, man. I don't think anyone's actually made it 5 in a row before. That would have been very, very nice to do, but 6 points behind Besiktas, and it's clear that they deserved it more than we did. 7 losses is embarrassing as title competitors, including home losses to teams I don't even see on this list, I'll be honest. Teams that I've never heard of before this save, so that's very unfortunate for us, but like I said, they clearly deserved it more. Otherwise, it's been a bit of an improvement in the Champions League, managing to make it through in the league phase on automatic qualifications, then losing to Juventus 3-2 in the quarterfinals. I honestly believe if no, I can't even say that we would have made it much further. I'm not gonna lie. But also a Turkish Super Cup win, so we haven't gone completely trophyless, but it's just without the league, which I'm a bit unhappy about. Honestly, not too bad of a season. I can't expect us to win the league every season, so I have to lower my expectations a little bit. Otherwise, it's been a pretty good season, but now is going to be the difficult time because I believe about 9 of our 11 players are wanted by Saudi Arabia or somewhere else. So it's going to be a very, very difficult transfer window for us. We are going to have to do everything we can to keep as much players as we can and hopefully come through the other side still a good team. I'll be simming to the end of the next transfer window to show you who we've managed to bring in to replace these players that we very well might lose. I'll be honest, that went a lot better than I was expecting. We only ended up selling one player to Saudi Arabia in Kamil Grabara. I'm sad to lose him, but we made very good profit off him after only one season, and I really did think that we could improve on that position, so I'm happy to have him gone to make room for this next player, Jonas Erbig. We've signed him from FC Köln for £13 million. I believe he can provide a lot more than Grabara can. He's younger mindset, obviously the baby face on him. I'm sure he can do so much more and even grow into an even better player than Grabara, so I'm happy to have him in. And I'll be honest, the rest of my signings are mainly depth signings because we lost most of our backups with their contracts running out. I didn't want to keep players that were too old, so I let their contracts run out. And now it backfired. So we've got Josh Wilson Esbrand from Man City, and then it hit me, oh no, he's another foreign player. That might be an issue. So the rest of the players we brought in, I think they're all Turkish. I think I'm right. We brought in Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and what a signing that is. I'll be honest, I never even saw this one coming. The fact that he agreed to join in as a squad player, I was so surprised with this signing. I think he has potential to be a very, well, I say potential, not potential, he's 33 years old, but he can be a very big player for us. I don't even think he's played in the Turkish league professionally, so it's good to have him here, and hopefully he can contribute big time because his experience is massive. Also brought in Cengiz Ünder from Fenerbahce on a free. We've taken him from the rivals, but who cares, really and truly. He's just going to sit on our bench most games. Also brought in Umut Güneş from Trabzonspor on a free. And finally we've brought in Sinar Tarhan from Besiktas, also on a free. So the lineup is looking the exact same as last season, other than Erbig in goal and now maybe a bit more of a stacked out bench. So hopefully with that depth, I realized last season that was probably the issue. We never had a lot of backups. If a player got injured, then we were finished. So hopefully now with that more stacked out bench, that will help us retain the league title. We started off the season very well. 3 matches played, 3 wins and 11 goal difference, 9 points in the bag. I'm excited for this, but it's exciting. Hopefully we can manage to do something this season, actually move further, because it's not looking great after last season. I won't lie, I'm not too happy after last season. Hopefully we can manage to do better now with the more stacked out team, like I've been saying, and improve on last season, because I'm unhappy with second place. I want more. So I'll be simming to the end of this season to show you if I've managed to make it happen in the 4th season, I believe. Okay, here, end of the 4th season, and I'm so hopeful that we've won it. Just because I can't take 2 league losses in a row, especially not as the main team. It's like PSG losing the league 2 years in a row. We are the powerhouse team, so if we don't manage to win it again, something's seriously wrong. Player stats don't look as good as last season, to be honest. 25 goals for Colombo, our highest, and 18 assists, and with a 7.45 average rating for Ivan Fresneda, for the highest on assists and average rating. Nowhere near as good as last season. I'm worried. I'm not expecting us to do well, but we need us to do well. Let's take a look at competitions and see how we've done. Of course, man, I'm not even it's expected, honestly. 2nd place, 74 points. I can't believe it. 3 points off first. It's horrible. Horrible. I can't believe it. They've managed to win the Super Cup as well. Besiktas have absolutely dominated us this season and last season. So I don't even want to look too much into it, honestly. Oh, we lost on the last day as well. We actually would have won. We would have won the entire league. We bottled it on the last day because we would have won on goal difference. That's horrible, man. Honestly, that's poor. What a bottle from us. There are a couple places to improve on. Torreira, you're not a real defensive midfielder. I would happily get you out as soon as possible. A couple other places, but I'll be simming to the end of the transfer window for the final season to show you if we've managed to actually make those replacements, because it's not looking great. I'll be honest, we've got a lot of players that are wanted by other clubs, and not really, I don't know, not too many players that are too interested in coming to our league to actually replace those players. But hopefully now we're rising in reputation, we can manage to bring in some big players. I'll see you at the end of the next transfer window. Fifth and final transfer window, and the biggest one yet. We've sold Samu Omarodian for £65 million. That's triple the profit. I'm so sad to lose him though, because he was just starting to get into the groove, just starting to enter the prime of his career. But it's alright, because you know he wanted the money, so let him go grab the money. It's up to him. I'm upset with losing him, but a good profit for sure. Lucas Torreira has gone to Al Nassr as well for £25 million. Big money to get for him, to be honest. And another Al Nassr transfer. We managed to sell Jonas Erbig for £40 million, which is again triple the amount of money that I spent on him. Very big sale to make after only one season of having him. Josh Wilson Esbrand has been sold to Everton for £5 million. He did play quite a couple matches last season, so you know, it's sad to get him gone, but he was a foreign player and taking up that slot on the registration, so it's better to get him out. Amadou Haidara's gone to Al Nassr. He's not the only one. £20 million, so good profit once again. I'm not too upset of losing him. He wasn't as good as some of the other players that we've lost, so I'm content with getting him out. On to replacements though. We started off with Alvaro Rodriguez from Real Madrid. He's had some loan spells away from Real Madrid with Getafe, Southampton actually, and he's done pretty decently there. Never really had a chance to shine at Real Madrid, so we bought him in for £41 million to be that new Omarodian up top, the goal scorer, the bagsman, and I'm happy to have him in. We've signed Yasin Ozcan on a free transfer for left back depth. He can also play centre back. We've signed Gregor Kobel from Borussia Dortmund on a free transfer. It just shows our reputation's growing, because what a player he is, and he's chosen to come to Galatasaray at the age of 30. He's still got a lot of career left, and he's chosen to come to us. So big decision from him. We've gone and signed Nicolo Ravella for a record-breaking transfer fee of £75 million. We've made a lot of money this transfer window, so it was only right that we went out and spent it on someone, and he was our man. But he's not even the biggest transfer of them all. There's still one more that you won't believe. Joshua Kimmich has joined Galatasaray on a one-year deal for free. Honestly, he didn't want to agree anything more than a one-year deal. I don't mind. It's good to have him for that 1 year. We signed it from Al Ittihad. It's such a massive wage. £300,000 per week. Massive wage. But he is worth it 100%. I'm sure after the year's done, he's not even going to want to think about negotiating with me. And he will be leaving us probably. But I don't care. Honestly, it's good to have him for the season. I'm so excited to have him in. So now on to the tactic. It's the exact same, but with a lot of better players. Now we managed to keep hold of Fresneda despite all of the interest in him. Same with Dorgu. He had offers from Manchester United as well. Colombo as well. So there are a lot of players that we managed to keep at the club, and I'm sure it's going to be a massive season for us if we all lock in and do well. I'm excited. I'm going to sim to the end of this season after we look at the league so far. 9 points from 3 games, highest goal difference, and some big wins. So it's proving us, you know, it's proving that our transfers have been good so far. Let's hope that carries on to the end of the season. I will see you there. Final season. Let's do this. Let's see how we've managed to do. Player stats are nowhere near as good. Again, I mean, assists are better, I believe, but goals they keep decreasing. At least now we've got 2 top goal scorers, one in Alvaro Rodriguez, he's actually had a pretty good season, hasn't he? Alvaro Rodriguez, he's had a good season. And Yilmaz, someone who I've never actually even thought about starting at all this season, but he's managed to get 200 appearances for us, so he can't be bad. And obviously Ivan Fresneda, he's definitely going to want to leave for sure. So let's just move on to competitions. And we've managed to bring it back. It was meant to be. We needed to bring it back for at least the final season here. I'm happy with that. Also, runners-up of the Turkish Cup, only losing out in the final by 1 goal to Fenerbahce, but who cares? Besiktas have fallen off, and we are happy about it. What a season it's been, and I'm so happy with that result. As you can see, average rating is all been us. Goals, Rodriguez down in 3rd. Assists, we've got Dorgu and Fresneda on that list. It's been a brilliant season, and I'm so happy with it. Oh, really great season. Let's take a look at the tactic once again, check the players that we've got, and honestly, I'm proud of everyone. Kimmich, thank you for your service at the club. Honestly, he's got into Man City in just in literally a month's time, so thank you to Kimmich for giving us our season. You know, we'll happily take it. What a season it's been, though. I'm so happy with it, and I'm hoping that you enjoyed that too, because I was absolutely chuffed all the way throughout this rebuild. I had a lot of fun making it, and honestly, I think this one could be more successful than the Fenerbahce one. So was it a successful rebuild? I don't know, really. I mean, it wasn't. We never really got those European trophies, but we managed to win the league a good total of 3 times, and twice in a row, making it a total of 4 in a row, considering the last 2 that they've won. So I count it as a big success, and probably more successful than the Fenerbahce one. If you did enjoy it, please leave a giant like. It goes so far. Also, leave a comment. I would like to ask you to rate my rebuilds from 1 to 10. 1 if it wasn't such a great rebuild, and 10 if you think if it's a brilliant rebuild. Also, please do leave your reasoning on why you've rated it that much. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell to catch me in my next video, and I'll catch you in my next video as well. See you there.